If you've been treating your LinkedIn profile just like a resume, you're missing out on big opportunity. As a salesperson, your LinkedIn profile is just like your own landing page. If you don't polish it, you're failing to make a good first impression. But the problem is that most of us salespeople completely miss out on leads, clients, and opportunities because our profiles aren't optimized to sell. This took me years to figure out, and so on this video, I'll show you 10 easy yet powerful ways that allowed me to turn my LinkedIn profile into a lead generation machine. So whether you're closing deals or building relationships, these tips will help you build trust, attract clients and decision makers, as well as grow your pipelines. So let's dive right into it. All right, we're gonna look into my LinkedIn profile from top to bottom, and I'm gonna share the 10 tips step by step. So first thing first is that you can choose a profile language. So first here I have a default language, which is English, but I can also add French. As you can understand probably my accent, I do speak French, but I also speak German and other languages. So you can adapt your profile to the language of your prospects. That's pretty amazing. And guess what? You can also use your favorite AI to translate your profile. Just easy to go. Then just below the profile language, you can also select the public profile URL, which you can customize to your own needs. So right now here, I have it as Yusuf Al Kadiou, which is my full name. If you have a few numbers around it or other things, I would advise you to change it because it makes you more difficult to be found. Next up here is creating a banner with your company's color code and theme as well. And I advise you to use call to actions. There's something new on LinkedIn here, which is you can even create a carousel. I have 3 pictures here. You're gonna see 1, then 2, and I have number 3 here as well. You can simply do this by clicking on this little pencil. You can add the slideshow that you want. Start with 1. If you prefer to do 2 or 3, you can do that as well. But I would advise you using the 3 so you can convey several messages when people scroll on your profile. And I can guarantee you, this is going to make a bit of a difference compared to your competitors. If you don't know how to create a banner, simply head to Canva, search for LinkedIn banners, and there's a lot of templates that you can choose from and edit to your own branding as well. Number 4 is one that is super underrated. Choose a good profile picture. This is a good way to make a very good first impression with your prospects by using a picture where you're smiling, keep it casual and professional, but of course, it has to adapt with your company's brand guidelines. And if you don't have guidelines, I advise you to use a good headshot while you're smiling just to make yourself very approachable. Next up is your headline here. I know a lot of us just usually put our titles or company that we work in. I highly advise to use it as a call to action that says what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and adding a metric. In this example here, I'm saying what my SaaS company does, which is allowing salespeople to create email lists from LinkedIn and Sales Navigator in just one click. Easy to read, very clear to understand, so anybody who lands on my page knows exactly what I'm up to. A little bonus trick is to add this verification badge by verifying your profile, which makes you look just legit, because these days there kind of are a lot of bots on LinkedIn, and it's best to know that you're actually speaking to a human. Next up, we have the contact info here. This is something that anybody who goes onto your LinkedIn profile can access. Right now, I have my LinkedIn profile URL, my business website, as well as one of my business emails, and you can even add some of your social media here for easy follow. I really advise you to do that because it gives anybody a way to get in touch with you without necessarily messaging you on LinkedIn. We're now going to scroll down a little bit to reach the About section. I did something that is quite casual because I want people to connect with me in a very relatable and approachable way, but here you can typically put something that is similar to a headline to say what you're doing, who you're working for, and especially metrics of your achievables. I used DeepSeek and ChatGPT to be able to generate my own for the rest of the text. The first sentence is something that I came up with, and the rest I used ChatGPT to do, and also translate. So that's something you can do as well. You can see mine is quite short. You can copy it if you like and use it as your own. Something else that you can add in your About section is the different skills that you are recognized for. I can add up to 5 skills. So I chose SaaS, which is the kind of business I run, sales, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, cold email, and generally entrepreneurship as well. You click on save and that's done. Little note for this one, if you add different profile languages as well, I advise you to change the language for each section that you add, whether that's the headline, the about, or else. Always put it in the language of the actual profile that you have created. If you're a premium or Sales Navigator user, you also have this services section, which you can really complement with a lot of things that relate to what you're doing. I highly advise doing this if you have media such as videos, trainings, and even just PDFs or else, you can add them on your service section. I'm going to show you how it works. So clicking on this button here, as you can see, this is a premium access. You can skip to the next tip if you don't have premium at the moment, or watch this video that shows you the value of using LinkedIn Sales Navigator over LinkedIn for free. So looking at this, I can see that I am providing several services. I can add up to 10. All of these relate to my primary activity, and I can also add an About section, which is shorter than the About section of my LinkedIn profile. It's really related to the services that I'm offering. Also says what location I am in, if I can work remotely. You can even state the pricing of your services, whether that's contact for pricing or give an actual hourly rate, and add different media. They don't appear right here, but I'm going to show you shortly how it looks like. You can also turn this on if you want people to review your services and see the reviews of other users on LinkedIn. So showing you here the add media section. If I click on add media, I can add several media. I have here 2 YouTube videos, I have a course as well, and you can add several tabs: image, a video, or even just a link to a document, videos, or even sites. Very easy to do, and I really advise you to do that as well, because it's really going to make your profile pop compared to others. Next, we have the featured section, which is a very good way for you to highlight some of the posts that you have shared that were really valuable. So these are posts that you have done maybe in the past few years, but also posts that you have been mentioned in and you want to showcase on your profile. This is a great way to highlight some of your successes, case studies, or even results with any given client. This is really a good way to do that. I personally use my personal brand for that. So podcasts that I've done, some clients that are really satisfied with our service and our SaaS, and other content that I'm providing on YouTube, just to show you a bit of value before you even engage with me. On the experience section, I really advise you to not use it just as a resume. It's not just about showing what you're doing, for which company you worked for, during what time. It's really about using this as an actual landing page. As you can see here for my current company, Scalelist, I have on the top my website. You can also find my email addresses to allow anybody to just contact me, but I'm also adding skills that are related to my core activity, as well as pieces of content that anybody can review. Here, this one, for example, is a Sales Navigator masterclass that's really free on YouTube. And this video here is the one I mentioned just a bit before that shows you the value of using Sales Navigator or Premium instead of LinkedIn free. And you can do that for any of your activities, but obviously if you have one primary activity, I advise you to do that for the core one. If you have content from previous activities as well, it's a great idea to add them. It can be yours, it can be from your company, whether it is on social media, videos, or else. I advise you to add as much as you can here and specifically choose pieces of content that really add value to whoever is visiting your profile. Make it free, make it available, and you'll really be able to build up trust. Here you go. These were your 10 super easy tips to optimize your LinkedIn profile for sales or even for hiring. For any text you need to generate, I highly advise you to use your favorite AI. And if you have more tips to add and want to know the prompts that I've been using, just leave a comment down in this video. Next up, I'm also leaving this video here to help you generate more leads using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Over to you and happy scaling.